I am Roland Johns. I am sim racing.
I'm Wes Fuller, driver of number 35, Stand Up to Cancer Forward. I am sim racing.
Hi, I'm Cameron Peterson. I am sim racing.
What's going on? It's Rob Biotti from 4i Racing, driver number 44 Talladega, and I am sim racing.
Hello, I am Christopher Hamilton, and I am sim racing.
Hi, I'm Eric Andrews. I am sim racing.
We are sim racing.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Core Vintage Cup Series. Tonight is the Talladega 125. That is right. We are going to be doing... Oh, man, I just it just floated my brain. I believe it's 47 laps at Talladega. Let me just double check on that. 125 should be 47 laps. I'm just going to verify because I told myself what it was, and now it's just slipping my head. Yes. Talladega 47 for the 125. Tonight is going to be a fun race. Watching these guys out here, it's going to be pretty. Hopefully, we get some really good pack racing out of these guys out here. Right now, we're looking at a field of 15 drivers with about a minute and 20 seconds to go. I think this is going to be interesting to say the least. But I'd like to thank our sponsors for this race. That's going to be Nick Nickerson, Willie Evernham, Joker Graphics. And also for our broadcast sponsors, that's going to be Critical Advanced Lures and Southern California's Nautilus Media Systems. And let's see who's out in the track with a minute to go. Looks like we still have a front pack out there. Let's jump over to them so you guys can maybe see what they're doing out there. Ah, they're wrecking. Oh, man. Ooh, we just popped. All right, so tonight we are going to have pretty full field in the sense of Kevin Foster out there, Eric Andrews also getting out of the pits, Dylan McDonald, some new paint schemes too. Looks like Bennett Allen, Alan Dobbs, Joshua Billiter, Carl Handwerk, Nick Nickerson, Dan Heisey, Matt Crockett, Wes Fuller, Willie Evernham, Brock Varez, Dave Lohr, and also Alan Castle. 15 drivers out there. Talladega. Only 3 people will reach the podium. Who will it be? We'll have to find out. All right, practice is over. Let's get over to qualifying and see what happens out there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, time for some qualifying so you can throw down the fastest laps, snag those podium spots. Nick Nickerson hitting the track first. Let's go ahead and follow him. So now that we are at a super speedway tonight, some people that we might want to keep in mind for these long races, Kevin Foster. This is his bread and butter. So he is definitely going to be a guy to watch out for. Nick Nickerson has definitely proven himself on super speedways. People that have been consistently fast out there on the track. Alan Dobbs, Carl Handwerk. Let's see who else. Dylan McDonald, Bennett Allen. Eric Andrews does pretty well on super speedways. I've seen Willie Evernham do good. Andrew Gunther, I don't remember if it was more than a mile, or if I think Andrew Gunther got a win under super speedway. We'll have to see what happens. But you can see that. Whew, 207. All right, here we go. Who is going to reach the top? Looks like Nick Nickerson on that first run ran a 55.778. It's a pretty fast just starting lap. Let's see if he can beat that now that he's got some speed behind him. Folks, what a way to start off Monday. Seriously. Sunday we had a great race. It was a little rough. It happens, but it was still fun to watch. So much action on the track. And then now the Vintage Cup Series Monday night. 87 cars, my favorite of all the Cup cars. This is, they are awesome. to say the least. I love these things. All right, looks like Nick Nickerson threw down a 47.570. Can he beat it, though? Ooh, Willie, 47.389. Woo-wee. Joshua Billiter up there with a 47.338. Also, while we're doing this, I have a quick shout-out to make, starting off with Joshua Billiter. He's got a birthday this week. That's going to be on Wednesday, the 14th. Happy early birthday, Joshua. And then also to Matt Crockett's son, happy early birthday. Also a birthday on the 14th. And on the 15th, that's going to be Matt Crockett himself. So 3 birthdays this week. Happy birthday, guys. Happy early birthday. And hopefully the odds play in your favor for tonight's race. We'll see what happens. There we go. Nick Nickerson throwing down a 46.832. Knocking some guys off the leaderboards there. Jump over to Brock Veres, our resident Canadian and Oilers fan. Sitting in 6th right now. Looks like he's done throwing down his laps. All right, let's go ahead and see if we can pull in Josh Billiter into the booth and talk to him a little bit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, up in the booth with me right now is going to be Joshua Billiter. Josh, looks like you're sitting in 7th right now with a 47.316. That's not a bad place to start for tonight's race. How do you think you're going to do out there tonight?
Hopefully I'll do a lot better than the last one. I finished, I think, second to last time we came here. You just couldn't miss the wrecks. Got Brandon Nichols on the car tonight, so hopefully we can bring home a good finish for the sponsor.
Definitely think you can, man. It's going to be a good race. I think Talladega and these 87s is going to be a lot of fun. I know you said you finished second to last time. I can't remember what happened. I think you got caught up in an accident that really just kind of wrecked you, but the whole time you're running in the top 5 last time, I believe.
Yeah, I was running pretty good there that last time, then got caught up in that. I think it was the second to last caution, and after you use that fast repair, you're basically
you're all timed out.
You're at the hands of the iRacing gods at that point.
Yeah. And honestly, with these 87 cars, it's so tough the way the format is. You know, you don't get those laps back. Unless you're on a short track, you're really not going to be able to race them back. Even with timing out timing yourself and staying out in the cautions and stuff like that. With Talladega being such a long track, honestly, no one's really going to get their laps back. So this one is, you got to keep it as clean as possible. You got to stay alive. You got to stay out of accidents. You got to pit when you can. If you can limp it back, limp it. But if you can't, don't get towed, because that's pretty much going to send you back, to.
Yeah, you're going to lose even more laps by towing. If you like you said there, if you can limp it back to the pits, do your best.
Exactly. You're better off doing that than towing it and burning. I think they even upped the time for the tow on Talladega. It's like what? I want to say it's
like 2.5 minutes, I think.
I thought it was 3 for Talladega, because I know most tows are like 1.5 to 2.
It may be 3 minutes.
I think they move it up to 3 just because it's a bigger track and they expect it to take longer. So I think it's a longer tow, and I know you guys will probably when a caution comes out, it takes about like 5 minutes to 3 to 5 minutes to finish the caution pacing. So it's long.
Yeah, and a caution lap around here takes forever.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, you're gonna go multiple laps down if you do.
Definitely agree.
If you do take a tow, and that's not even counting your pit stop time. So
yeah,
you're gonna be hurting.
So ladies and gentlemen, if you need to use the restroom when a caution comes out, you got plenty of time.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Other than that, is there anyone out there on the track that you think you're going to have some competition with, trying to work your way up the field?
As always, Carl, Nick, Eric, Kevin, those guys, they're always They're always fast, especially in these cars around Dega. They'll probably be running at the front all night, and
Mm-hmm.
I hope I can be leading that little pack.
I think you can. It looks like you got knocked down a bit, but once again, dude, Talladega's a long track. There's definitely some spots to make some passes. You guys are going to be in a draft. It will help out a little bit, but let's point out Wes Fuller coming out swinging, takes second away from Nick Nickerson there.
I just noticed that.
Yeah, 46.787 beats Nick by a tenth. It's some change. Ouch.
Yeah, the Wonder Man up there.
Yeah. That's awesome. Looks like Alan
hopefully.
Dobbs still waiting out in the pits, and then Andrew Gunther also doing the same, looking to throw down some fast laps or just waiting to take the back.
They may be planning to ride in the back, which is not a bad strategy.
Here goes Andrew. Yeah, I can't remember where Andrew had his last win. I think it was a super speedway, wasn't it?
I think it was. Maybe
he got lucky. He was sitting in the sweet spot in 5th and 4th, and I think he snuck through because you guys got into a bit of an accident up in front.
Yeah, I can't remember who won the last Talladega race because I got basically taken out there.
Something in my head says Andrew did, but I don't think it was Andrew. But I think he has a super speedway finish or one of the longer tracks finish under his belt. I just can't remember which one.
Maybe Pocono.
I don't think it's Pocono.
I can't.
I'm trying to look at the tracks right
remember.
now. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we're trying to figure out.
We're trying to be statisticians here.
Yeah, that's one thing.
If I pronounced it right.
You did now. Let's see. We hit it on the 17th of August. That was Talladega, and then we also had. Was it Richmond Short, Rockingham Short? Was it Daytona the first race? Did he win that one?
I think the first race, Bryson may have won that one.
Yeah, I think Bryson did win the first race. That was the Daytona 125. Then we had the Good Wrench 125, and then the Miller High Life, the Motorcraft 125, Trans South. I think he won the Good Wrench. Maybe it was Rockingham. I don't know.
Ben,
I gotta go look back at the stats.
Yeah, we're gonna have to be better statisticians here.
I'm just gonna have to start writing stuff down.
There you go. Write down me a win tonight.
There you go. And just pencil it in. If I pencil it in, it's gonna happen, right?
Yeah, there you go.
All right, man.
Brandon Nickel, look for me in victory lane, bud.
Brandon's cheering you on right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and kick you back up there, man. We got 15 seconds left on the clock. Go get him, all right?
All right, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Joshua Billiter up in the booth running the number 3 out there. We'll see what he can do. I think he's been doing really well in these 87s, and he's had a little bit of bad run of luck the last couple races, but I think if he can get himself up into the top 6, I think we might have a contender. So we'll have to see what happens. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to grid up and roll through all the drivers. Take a look at their beautiful paint schemes. Starting off with, let's go ahead and hit Willie Evernham in the number 19 Bush. Blue and white paint scheme. Beautiful. Love it. Alan Castle in the Hornet High Class. That's pretty cool. Hornet High Class Service 1992. Dylan McDonald running in the City Chevrolet number 38. Dan Heisey in the Steins Designs number 87. Nick Nickerson in the 85 Miller Genuine Draft. Andrew Gunther in the Schnitzelwagen number 59. Und Schnitzel, yes. Was Fuller in the Stamp to Cancer number 35. Good to see him up there. I know he took P2 away, so definitely gonna have a good fight for the run. Then Kevin Foster running his TechNet Professionals. Beautiful paint scheme. Looks like he's changing it up each race. Carl Handwerk running, looks like a breast cancer awareness pink number 18 Core Racing Series. I like that. That's good contrast. And let's see who else is out there. Eric Andrews in his Vision number 9. Alan Dobbs in the Miller number 22. Matt Crockett in the FedEx breast cancer awareness number 10 with the Alpine Star on the side. Brock Veres in the Oilers number 94. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I believe that is the field. Let's get ready for some racing. Going to go ahead and crank up the audio for you guys for those beautiful engine noises. Brandon, I'm not going to give him, I didn't pencil it in anywhere, all right? He's not going to get the broadcaster's curse. Like I said, I've been very optimistic, but I'm not going to make any solid claims tonight. Just saying, if he can make top 6, I'm seeing a run. I'm seeing a run, that's all. Well, ladies and gentlemen, before we get going tonight and we make it around that final turn, please don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new here. If you're not new, please go ahead and like. But before we get going, once again, Joker Graphics, Willie Evernham, and Nick Nickerson, thank you for putting on the sponsorship for tonight's race and for our broadcast sponsors, Southern Heart Creation, or Critical Hit Bachelors and Southern California's Nautilus Media Systems. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's see the green flag up in the air and get ready for some racing. Pace cars off. Green flag ready. And we are green tonight with 47 laps to go at Talladega. Carl Handwerk with a great start. Wes Fuller riding the outside. Nick Nickerson not letting Carl Handwerk get away from him. Looks like Kevin Foster and Eric Andrews, the number 8, number 9, trying to stay in behind these guys. And it looks like we're breaking off. Carl Handwerk getting up in front. Nick Nickerson behind him. Wes Fuller looks like he had to slow down just a tad bit. Breaks off to the side. He must be having some issues. Looks like he's giving these guys some space while Nick Nickerson and Carl Handwerk go toe-to-toe right now. Side by side into the entrance of turn 3. And the exit of turn 4 still. Nick looking a little wobbly around that around that corner, but he's trying to keep it straight. Across the infield, looks like Kevin Foster getting in behind Nick Nickerson. Eric Andrews working his way up there. Bennett Allen also getting ready to join the party. Going down the back straight. Looks like, once again, Carl Handwerk and, sorry about that, Kevin Foster slapping the wall. Got caught up. Too much action going on. Trying to figure out what to call out. All right, so Nick Nickerson, Kevin Foster going at it, or sorry, Nick Nickerson, Carl Handwerk going at it. Bennett Allen trying to get around Eric Andrews right now. Looks like he's looking for that middle line. Man, if I was Bennett, I'd just hold off just a tad bit. I know you're fast out there, but you need to pump the brakes just a tad bit. You got 4 guys gunning for first place right now. Dan Heisey sitting in the sweet spot down below. Same thing with Willie Evernham, also kind of just riding it out there. Kevin Foster did have to drop back after hitting the wall, but Matt Crockett is behind him looking to gain some speed. We'll go ahead and drop down the back of the field. Oh, Joshua Billiter catching the wall there. Come on, man, get it straight. Oh, the yellow flag is out, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and jump over to a quick Critical Hit Bachelors caution report and find out what happened. That did not look good. All right, here we go. Alan Dobbs riding in the rear right now. Looks, oh, Joshua Billiter catches the wall. Oh, Alan has nowhere to go. Oof. Yeah. Not good. Ladies and gentlemen, that was a Critical Hit Bachelors caution report. All right, here we go. So, right now, up in front, it's going to be Nick Nickerson, Carl Handwerk, Bennett Allen, Eric Andrews, Willie Evernham, and Kevin Foster for our top 6. Everyone else behind them is going to be Matt Crockett, Dan Heisey, Dylan McDonald, Brock Veras, Andrew Gunther, Joshua Biller, Wes Fuller, Dave Lohr, Alan Castle, and Alan Dobbs. It just looks like Nick had a good run on Carl. Even though Carl was able to throw down a faster time for qualifying, Nick's got the speed in the pack. All right, Nick dropping into the pits. Who is staying out? Eric Andrews decides to stay out. Everyone else taking this opportunity to do what they can. All right, let's see who makes it out in time. Ooh, Nick Nickerson with a good pit. Stop and go. Gets out ahead of Carl Handwerk. Dan Heisey, also sneaking by. Carl taking a full set of 4 now. I think those guys just took fuel. Looks like Wes Fuller repairing some damage. All right, up in front, it's going to be Eric Andrews and Dave Lohr. Oh, and you know what? I didn't talk about Dave Lohr's paint scheme. Dave Lohr running the number 17, tied with bleach. That's right, keeping your whites extra white. There we go. Sorry about that, Dave. Late introduction. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, lap 5. First caution of the night. It happens. 42 laps to go. All right, will Dave Lohr and Eric Andrews hit the pits? That's the question. It looks like Eric Andrews leading to do that. Dave, he's going to stay out. Carl also dropping back into the pits, even though he grabbed a full set of 4. I wonder what he's doing. All right, leading the pack's going to be Dave Lohr, Nick Nickerson, Bennett Allen, Matt Crockett, and Dylan McDonald. And Brock Veras sitting in the top 6. Well, I hope everyone has been having a good Monday. I had a good Monday. It was a little hot in California, but hey, that's what happens when we live on the West Coast. It's hot. We don't get all the seasons. We just get the hot seasons. All right, for this restart, I think we should follow along with Matt Crockett in the number 10. See what he can do on this restart. Get a nice view for you guys out there. Somebody get him a Dew. Mountain Dew, if you're watching, please sponsor Ben and Allen. Go ahead and ride along for the hood on this one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, exiting turn 4 right now. This is it. Lights are off. Pace car getting ready to pull off the track. Green flag getting ready to get up in that air. We're going to be 40 laps to go once we cross that line. Pace car's off, green flag up. And there we go. We are green tonight. Ooh, Matt Crockett just getting a little squirrely there. Go ahead and follow Dave Lohr up in front. Looks like those guys were able to get away just a tad bit. Dave Lohr taking the lead. Looks like Nick Nickerson riding that mid to low line. Ooh, coming off that corner with some speed back in, getting a little bit of a slatting out on him. Bennett Allen tucking in behind Nick Nickerson. Nick Nickerson and Bennett Allen with a good pass on Dave Lohr. Dave trying to hold his position in third place right now. Race between Bennett Allen and Nick Nickerson as they try to run away from the pack. Bennett tucking in behind Nick, looking for that speed. Oh! Gets hooked up into his rear end and catches him. He goes flying. Oh, man. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, don't hit him. Oh. Oh, that is not good. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get over to a quick critical hit Bass Lures caution report. All right. We're going to get this on slow-mo. As they come across the line, looks like, oh, man, I need another camera angle on this. 1 second. Ooh-wee. There he goes. We're going to go for a, let's see, I think this will catch it. No. I want to see on his rear. Sorry if you guys get dizzy. I'm gonna snag a different camera angle right now. All right. Bennett Allen right behind him. We're going to pause it right there. We're going to get down to the bottom of this. Oh, there we go. That's the angle that I'm looking for. All right. We'll get this. We'll find out. Yeah, he just... Oh, that's a bummer. Woo-wee. And he goes flying. Ouch. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that was a critical hit Bass Lures caution report. Looks like Bennett Allen just went low on Nick and caught his rear end and spun him. Ooh-wee. That is bad. All right, let's get back live. Up in front still, Dave Lohr, Dylan McDonald, Matt Crockett. Looks like Dylan holding off. We'll have to see who is up in front right now as the field restacks. Definitely an upset out there. Dave stopped on the track looking like he got ahead of the pace car there. All right, here we go. Man, this race has been rough tonight. I know Talladega and some of the super speedways are really, they are rough races, but it's just been odd. All right, so up in front, Dave Lord, Dylan McDonald, Matt Crockett, Brock Veres, Alan Castle, and Willie Evernham in our top 6. Looks like Dylan dropping into the pits. That's going to go ahead and pull up Alan Dobbs in the top 6. And Carl Handwerk, Eric Andrews, Josh Billiter, and Nick Nickerson, both sitting at 8, 9, 10, and 11. We'll have to see what happens with these guys. Looks like they're also hitting the pits. Willie Evernham staying out. So once again, Dave Lore, Matt Crockett, Brock Veres, Alan Castle, and Willie Evernham. All right, ladies and gentlemen, lights are off. That only means one thing. We are getting ready to go green. Getting ready for this restart. It's going to be Dave Lore up in front, Matt Crockett behind him, Brock Veres in 3rd, Alan Castle in 4th, Willie Evernham in 5th, Alan Dobbs in 6th. Behind Alan, we have Nick Nickerson, Dan Heisey, Bennett Allen, Kevin Foster, Dylan McDonald, Carl Handwerk, Eric Andrews, Joshua Billiter, Andrew Gunther in that Schnitzel wagon, and Wes Fuller sitting in the rear in 16th. What a shuffle tonight. You can never, what's the word? Always surprised with 87 cars. Never a dull moment. All right, here we go. Pace cars off. Cue the music. Green flag up in the air. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be 36 laps to go tonight at Talladega. Ooh, a little bit of a slow restart there. Looks like a couple guys getting into each other a little bit. Willie Evernham, Alan Dobbs, and Alan Castle. Bennett Allen trying to make, or Dave Lore trying to make away with it right now. Matt Crockett trying to run him down into the corner. And side by side, Matt's got the speed on the outside, running that midline. He's going to carry it through. We are 3 wide right now behind them also. Oh, looks like they dropped off, but they might be trying to run down Brock Veres right now. This might stay a 3-wide situation. And it is. Willie Evernham taking the low line. Brock Veres dropping back in the middle. Nick Nickerson riding the outside. Takes away Brock's line, drops down. Tries to tuck in behind Willie Evernham. Is he going to get a run off of him? Tucked in behind. Matt Crockett still up in front. Dave Lore behind him. Nick Nickerson looking for a pass on Willie Evernham. As they try to run down Dave Lore, they are all in the mill right now. Look at them go. Willie Evernham, Nick Nickerson on a run on that outside line. Sending it into the corner. Matt Crockett. Oh no, Willie getting a little loose. Looking to get side by side with him right now. Matt getting a little loose around that corner. That's going to open it up for Nick Nickerson and Willie Evernham. Dan Heisey and Bennett Allen also looking to get around him. Nick not letting him go one bit. Down the back straight. Here we go. Bennett Allen, Dan Heisey. Oh, Dan getting a little sideways on the exit. Nick steps out, forward pass on Willie Evernham. Dan Heisey also tugging behind him. Bennett Allen looking to get in on that action too. Alan Dobbs also pushing the issue. Wow. 4 drivers running down for that pass. That was insane. Looks like Dan Heisey looking to pass Nick Nickerson. Bennett Allen tucking in behind him. Down into turn 1. Here we go. 3 wide. Nick Nickerson, Alan Dobbs, Dan Heisey. Looks like Dan Heisey just coming up on his line. He needs to lift just a tad bit. Oh, man, keep that line. This is this is insane. Oh, my gosh. 3 wide. Down into turn 3 and 4. These guys are not giving up right now. Alan Dobbs trying to ride that midline. Oh, Dan Heisey getting loose. Slaps into Nick Nickerson. Can Nick recover? Oh, my gosh. Nick Nickerson. Oh my, the wheelman. I have never seen someone recover from that. Mid-turn, highest point of the turn, goes sideways and recovers. Dude, his arms must hurt right now. That was insane. Hats off to Nick for that. A little scary right there. All right, down the back straight. Dan Heisey up in front. Dylan McDonald in second. Bennett Allen and Alan Dobbs. Oh, Willie Evernham snapping the wall. Slapping the wall on the exit of turn 2. Ouch. As we get into the corner, once again, 3 wide. Bennett Allen, Dan Heisey, and Dylan McDonald. Ooh, Bennett looks a little loose. Same thing with Dan. I would be careful. Oh, Alan Dobbs chopping the nose off Dylan McDonald. Misses him by a hair. These guys are out on a mission. What is going on? 15 laps done. Ladies and gentlemen, this front pack, they are racing for more than a victory. There's something happening out there because they are all running super hard. There's something else going on out there. Looks like Dan Heisey blinking. Alan Dobbs and Dylan McDonald up in front. Trying to run down Alan Dobbs. Beautiful run. Oh, did he just... Nick gave him a little bit of nose and sent him into the apron. I barely missed that. It looked like that happened. Either that or he clipped the apron himself. Kind of pulled him down in there. All right, so up in front. Bennett Allen and Alan Dobbs. Dan Heisey and Nick Nickerson. Bennett Allen going to the outside line. Trying to beat him around. Side by side, Dan Heisey, Nick Nickerson. Oh, Dan Heisey slapping the wall on the exit. Bennett Allen with a nice pass, but Nick Nickerson racing up to the front, looking for that opening. Bennett trying to close the door on him. Ooh, getting a little testy there. Crossing into the infield right now. We might have another 3-wide situation into turn 1 if they decide to open up into that. I think it might happen. And there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, 2 wide. Nick Nickerson going down low. Oh, Alan Dobbs tucking in behind him. Matt Crockett trying to catch up right now. Nick Nickerson and Alan Dobbs making a run away with it right now. Looks like Bennett Allen staying up top. Matt Crockett tucking in behind. Can Bennett tuck in before Carl? Yes, he can. Carl Handwerk trying to close that door on him. Coming down the front stretch. Here we go. Matt Crockett still staying down low. Bennett Allen swinging up high. And then tucking in behind right now. Matt swinging out. Looks like he's lost a little bit of control there. Good recovery, man. All right, turn 3 and 4. Here we go. Nick Nickerson with a good run. Alan Dobbs still pacing him behind. Oh, getting a little loose there. He's going to go ahead and slap the wall. Can he keep her off her? Oh, driving it down low. All right, now it's going to be Nick Nickerson and Bennett Allen, but in that mid-pack, Matt Crockett, Carl Handwerk, and Dylan McDonald. What is going to happen between these drivers? On the exit of turn 2, Bennett Allen looking to the inside of Nick Nickerson, side by side down the back straight. Carl Handwerk with the clean pass around Matt Crockett. Looks like Dylan McDonald also looking to do the same thing. Nick Nickerson just a nose ahead. Ladies and gentlemen, we are 26 laps away once they cross the line. Oh, Bennett getting close to that apron, man. You got to be careful. Carl Handwerk now caught up to Nick Nickerson and Bennett Allen. Dylan McDonald right behind him. There we go, up in front. Show you guys how stressful this is for these drivers. Uh-oh, looks like Bennett Allen's internet's kicking out on him. Oh, that is scary. Bennett Allen up in front. Toe-to-toe with Nick Nickerson. Carl Handwerk looking for the pass, but he's got to be careful. If Bennett's blinking out in front of him, his opening has to be very tactful. If he just pushes it and Bennett appears where he's going to be, that is not going to end up well. Down into the back straight, Nick Nickerson in the front of the pack. Looks like Dylan McDonald looking to challenge Bennett Allen. Gets around. Oh, Bennett slaps the wall. Looks like Brock Vera is getting also a little loose out there in the back. That is right, Barry. This race is unbelievable. So much is happening out there right now. There we go again. Bennett Allen falling back just a tad bit. Carl Handwerk now in the position to pass him with Dylan McDonald. They might pack up and push past Nick Nickerson. But let's look behind him. Dan Heisey getting around Eric Andrews. Eric trying to play some defense right now and run him down the straight. Into the corner, dives in. Nice dive by Eric Andrews there. Uh-oh. Can't hold the line. Took it a little too hard. Ouch. Dylan McDonald passing Bennett Allen. Carl Handwerk in tow. Side by side, Nick Nickerson and Dylan McDonald. Dylan, he's a little loose down there. Keeps clipping the apron. Same thing with Bennett. Their lines are a little all over the place, but man, they are fast right now. Bennett going for a draft on Nick Nickerson. Nick is probably sweating right now. Last time Bennett did that, it did not end well. Oh, what is going on? Dylan McDonald sends himself into the apron. Oh, man. That is going to ruin his run. It looks like he got loose across that midsection. And that happens. A little bit of a bump there. You can break her loose just a tad bit. All right, here we go. Nick Nickerson, Bennett Allen, Carl Handwerk, top three right now. They have separated themselves away from the pack. Carl Handwerk just staying behind these guys. He knows Bennett Allen and Nick Nickerson are going to be racing toe-to-toe. He just needs to be in the right spot to make the pass. Nick Nickerson using his momentum, dropping down to the inside. Nice clean run down the back straight. Eric Andrews, Alan Dobbs, Dan Heisey, and Matt Crockett running in the backpack right now, trying to catch up to these guys. There we go. A little bit of a push from Bennett Allen into Carl Handwerk. Side by side, Nick Nickerson, Carl Handwerk, Bennett Allen sitting in third. What is going to happen? Carl with a good run, but Nick, man, he is on point tonight. Looks like Nick Nickerson and Bennett Allen dropping into the pits. Who else is going to join them? Ooh, Nick having to do a little bit of a brake check. Looks like Alan Dobbs, Dan Heisey also joining in the fray. Ladies and gentlemen, we are under a green flag pit right now. 20 laps to go. Wes Fuller, Joshua Billiter, Willie Evernham, and also looks like Alan Castle hitting the pits. Carl Handwerk decided to stay out. Is he going to try and throw down a lap? Stay off these guys. We'll have to see what happens. Carl still staying out. He is going for it. Carl Handwerk, Eric Andrews, and Kevin Foster on the lead lap. Kevin hitting the pits. Carl's still throwing. He's throwing down a 47.250. These guys on fresh tires should be throwing probably, I think it was like a 45 in pack, 46 by themselves. So we'll have to see what happens. Is Carl going to hit the pits? It's on him to make that call. Yes, he is. Eric Andrews also joining in behind him. Nick Nickerson on the lead lap now. By himself. Dan Heisey trying to run him down. Kevin Foster just getting back out into the track. Matt Crockett sitting in fifth. Matt's going to also have to pit soon. Can Carl Handwerk get out before Nick Nickerson can make it around the corner? Ooh. This is going to be a close one, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Nick is down the front straight. Carl, last two tires. Can he do it? Oh, no, he can't. He is out of the pits. Still on the lead lap. Nick Nickerson up in front. Dan Heisey behind him. Carl Handwerk sitting in third right now, but he's got to get up to speed. Look at this. Kevin Foster making his way into fifth. He has got the need for speed as he runs down Carl Handwerk. Riding along that TechNet professional racing machine. Kevin coming at Carl at a 200 miles an hour. That's right, big or small, we will save them all. Nice clean pass by Kevin Foster there. So right now it's Nick Nickerson, Dan Heisey, and Kevin Foster. Carl Handwerk in fourth. Matt Crockett in fifth. Eric Andrews in sixth. Dylan McDonald in seventh. With 17 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. This is a close race for a lot of these drivers. Dan Heisey sitting in the middle of these guys. I'm pretty sure Kevin Foster and Carl Handwerk will be able to catch up to him if they're running together. They're going to be pushing. Now is not the time to battle. Now is the time to pretty much boogie up to the front. You got to go for it. Got to close that gap as fast as possible. There we go. Kevin Foster with a 46.585. All right, everyone pretty roughly stretched out right now. Nick Nickerson trying to run down Alan Dobbs and give him a quick lap. Dan Heisey by himself. Or sorry, that's Bennett Allen. He's trying to run down. The battle for third right now, Carl Handwerk and Kevin Foster. 14 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Carl Handwerk and Kevin Foster still riding together. Matt Crockett and Eric Andrews. Dylan McDonald trying to close that gap. Same thing with Brock Veres. It's tough. When this field stretches out like this, it's so hard to close that gap. It really comes down to like someone having worn tires and like really pushing it, trying to catch up to him and wearing out your tires the whole way through. It's no bueno. All right, let's check the rest of the pack. Eric Andrews and Matt Crockett still battling it out. Dylan McDonald by himself. Brock Veres has Joshua Billiter trying to run him down. Willie Evernham. Ooh, look at that. Willie Evernham, Andrew Gunther. And looks like Wes Fuller trying to get his lap back. Wes having some of the faster times out there. Got the short end of the stick tonight. Let's see if he can bring it back. He is being fast out there. Willie Evernham having to defend off Dave Lohr as Dave tries to make a run on the outside. Gets around him. And a clean pass by Dave Lohr there. Tide would be proud of him. Oh, Bennett Allen trying to run down Dave right now. That can only mean one thing. Nick Nickerson is in tow. Dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. Nick Nickerson has arrived, ladies and gentlemen. Going to go ahead and lap some drivers out there. Oh no! Yellow flag is out, ladies and gentlemen. There is an accident, and Nick Nickerson engine is blown. Let's get over to a quick critical hit pass Lures caution report to find out what happened. All right, Nick Nickerson coming off the corner. Looks clean. Oh, it just breaks. Oh, slaps the wall. Says not today. Ooh, bounces off that thing with some speed. Hopefully he can limp it back, but ouch. She looks like she's done. Ladies and gentlemen, that was a critical hit Bass Lures caution. Man, hate to see that. Such a good run. Then just gets taken out by the wall. What do you ever do to you, wall? Nothing. All right, so up in front, it's going to be Dan Heisey, Kevin Foster, and Carl Handwerk, Eric Andrews, Matt Crockett, and Dylan McDonald. And then behind the top 6, Joshua Billiter, Brock Veres, Nick Nickerson, Bennett Allen, Dave Lohr, Willie Evernham, Andrew Gunther, Alan Castle, Wes Fuller, and Alan Dobbs. What a mix-up for tonight. Like I said, the 87 shuffle, you'll never know what you get. I'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight's race, Nick Nickerson, Willie Evernham, and Joka Graphics. Once again, thank you guys. And for our broadcast sponsors, Critical Hit Bass Lures, and also Southern California's Nautilus Media Systems. All right, here we go into the pits. Kevin Foster, Carl Handwerk, Eric Andrews, and Dylan McDonald. Dan Heisey, risking it for the biscuits, decides to stay out. Same thing with Matt Crockett. I think they believe this is 9 to go, and you don't need to pit. Pitting is not what you want to do right now. But if you are Carl Handwerk or Nick Nickerson or Kevin Foster or Eric Andrews, I think you're confident in your ability to drive up the field. But if Dan Heisey or Matt Crockett get a great restart, you might not be able to catch up to them. They might put just a gap between those two, and you're done, son. You ain't going anywhere. So we'll have to see what happens. But these guys are going to have to fight some lap traffic as they make their way to the front for the restart. All right, after this, after one more lap, we should be 1 to green. What a run! Ooh, looks like Nick Nickerson taking himself out of the race. Let's go ahead and pull him up and see what happened to him. Ladies and gentlemen, the number 85 himself, Nick Nickerson. Nick, it looks like you're out of the race tonight. What happened out there?
I was paying more attention to my fuel software than I was at the racetrack.
Well, that's why we have a pit crew and a crew chief. Maybe you should get yourself one.
Good.
You're playing too much Fast and Furious there, popping up in your little laptop and turning on the nitrous.
Yeah, and I mean, there's nothing. I mean, that's kind of embarrassing, honestly.
It happens, though.
Yeah. I should have had. I don't know if I was even going to win that race because I was thinking that I was going to be about half a lap short.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, I don't know how far I would have been able to coast, but I was definitely gonna. Fuel was a big issue for me. I know Carl and them, like, they were good. They pitted a couple laps later.
Yeah, I saw that.
So I was either hoping for a yellow or, you know, just to see what was gonna end, but I didn't think I was gonna be the yellow. So.
Well, you got what you wished for.
No.
Oh, man.
Oh, it's a fun race. I always enjoy these cars at this track.
Yeah, before we get over to that green flag, something I have to ask. Those first 10 laps, actually, no, sorry, first 20 laps, what was going through your guys' head? Because there was 5 guys gunning for first place for, like, no apparent reason. It was insane.
I think everybody's trying to get that lead a lap point.
Yeah, that was a little more than everybody, man. It was everybody and some. They're throwing their dogs up there, the cats if they had them. Anyone wanted up there. It was insane. Like, you guys went 3 wide, I think, like 4 or 5 times.
I know. Yeah, it's everybody wants that elusive point, and I was trying my hardest to block it.
Yeah, that was insane.
You know, I also before this race in practice, I was saying that like I've never done a blowover before, and then I was like, man, I think you need to have like some kind of assistance in order to get a blowover. Well, when I got my little incident with Bennett there, I actually did a blowover, so hopefully you saw it.
No, I caught that. I got that on replay. I tried to get like the best angle for it, and you can definitely see him coming to your little your rear panel. He just goes in for a little bit of like puts his nose in just a tad bit and clips you, and you go up and over.
Yeah, I think he was trying to get the inside when I was trying to leave him the outside, which is I think is the preferred when you're trying to pass on this track. It's just so much quicker, but you know, is what it is. Fortunately, we got the fast repair.
Yeah, definitely agree with you. Just it sucks to get caught up like that.
Yeah, well. But all right, man. Well, it's my anniversary today, so I'm gonna go hang out with the lady.
Congratulations.
And, I hope you enjoy.
And go have fun. I'll let you go, man.
Yeah, man. I enjoy the rest of the race.
Will do.
Later.
Later. All right. Once again, congratulations to Nick Nickerson and his wife on their beautiful anniversary. I think it's his wife. If not, special there. But, ladies and gentlemen, we are green tonight. Dan Heisey punches it early. Matt Crockett tucking in behind him. Eric Andrews trying to stay with the pack. We have 7 laps to go, I believe. Nope, 6 laps to go tonight. This is it. Dan Heisey, Matt Crockett, Eric Andrews, Carl Handwerk, Andrew Gunther, Dylan McDonald, Bennett Allen, and looks like Kevin Foster in our top 8. Trying to run these guys down right now. It's going to be Carl Handwerk and a couple of the other drivers. Look at them go. Eric Andrews and Carl Handwerk. Also Andrew Gunther in the Snitched wagon. Oh, whoa. Who is that in front of him? Carl Handwerk making a pass on Eric Andrews. Andrew Gunther trying to tag in along on that pass. Going across the infield. Can they make the gap? They have the speed. Another driver getting in on the action. Bennett Allen, the number 24, looking to be a part of that race. Carl Handwerk working his way up there. Beautiful death by Moose Media on the back of Matt Crockett there. Thank you, Matt. Ooh, are we going to see a 3 wide down the straight? I believe we are. Dan Heisey toe-to-toe with Carl Handwerk. Bennett Allen trying to get around Matt Crockett right now. Going to cross into the infield. Look at those cars shuffle around. Like I said before, it is the 87 shuffle out tonight as these guys are looking for position. Looks like Bennett Allen locking bumpers with Carl Handwerk as they go into turn 1 and 2. Eric Andrews also getting in on that action. Bennett looking down the center. Uh-oh, that's not going to end up well. Oh, Eric just barely clipping him. Oh my God, what is happening out there? 3 wide again, 5 laps to go. Carl Handwerk, Dan Heisey, Bennett Allen behind them. Eric Andrews, Matt Crockett, Andrew Gunther, and Dylan McDonald. This is not a fight you want to be a part of, ladies and gentlemen. It is insane out there. Looks like Carl Handwerk taking the inside away from Dan Heisey now. Bennett Allen driving just a little lower. Oh, Carl gets ahead of him. 4 laps to go. Please, no cautions. Let's finish under green. As they snap around turn 2. Dan looks a little unstable. Slaps into the wall. Keep it clean. Bennett locked onto the bumper of Carl Handwerk right now. Bennett slides up to the outside. Matt Crockett sitting in 3rd. Drives down low. Tries to close door on Bennett. Dylan McDonald and Eric Andrews look a little unstable out there. Here we go down the line. Bennett Allen swinging out for a pass on Carl Handwerk. Takes the outside. Tries to carry it through, but Matt Crockett is going to go ahead and take away that position away from him. Great job there, Matt Crockett, queuing up on that A little bit of an error there. Ooh, Eric Andrews pulling out. Had to pull the eject lever. Don't know what's happening. All right, Carl Handwerk, Bennett Allen, Matt Crockett, Dylan McDonald, Andrew Gunther, and Kevin Foster. 2 laps to go as we cross that line. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. Looks like Bennett just went for a bump and run. Heading onto the back straight. Oh, Bennett's back end kicking out. Oh, no. Matt Crockett getting into Dylan McDonald. Can Dylan straighten it out? No! Dylan's going to go sideways. Catches Matt. No, not Kevin Foster. What? No! And the caution is out. Oh, my gosh. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be finishing under caution once again tonight. It is going to be Carl Handwerk, Bennett Allen, Matt Crockett, Andrew Gunther, Dan Heisey, Eric Andrews, Kevin Foster, and Brock Veres. Actually, is Kevin's still out in the track, still alive. What a race. But I think someone is extremely happy right now. Shout out to Matt Crockett for taking podium on this one, 3rd place. That's a great way to end your Monday and to celebrate your upcoming birthday. Look at that. What a run for these guys. That was insane. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. What a race for these guys. I can't believe it. I can't wait to get these guys in the booth and talk to them because that was intense, especially for a lot of these drivers out there. That was definitely not definitely not a long shot race. This was close for a lot of drivers out there. They were all fighting for position. And there we go. Getting ready to cross the line. Crossing the finish once again. Carl Handwerk, Bennett Allen, and Matt Crockett. Congratulations to those guys. Carl Handwerk driving up the whole field to get back his position. Bennett Allen following him in tow once he passed him. Hold up. Is it giving it to Andrew Gunther? What? No. Wait, why? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get that on replay. I want to see finished because that's not right. We're going to go ahead and back this up and find out what happened. All right. Okay, so here we go. We're going to follow Matt Crockett. Yeah. As the caution comes out, it's going to be Carl Handwerk, Bennett Allen, and Matt Crockett. All right. iRacing has it wrong. I needed to be 100% sure about that because that's something I need to know. All right, congratulations to everyone out there. Carl Handwerk in first, second going to Bennett Allen, and then third, Matt Crockett. Let's get these guys into the booth. We're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to pull in Carl and talk to him about that. Let me check up and see what happened. Ladies and gentlemen, our third place finisher for tonight. It does say Andrew Gunther, but it is wrong. It is actually the number 10 of Matt Crockett. Matt, welcome to the booth. It has been a long time coming.
Yeah, it has, and wow.
That was an insane race, and honestly, well-deserved third place finish, to be honest. That was anyone's race, and you were up in the fight. You guys were battling back and forth. And Dylan made a mistake, and that's all it takes, man. That was awesome.
Yeah, my car kind of pushed out on the back stretch a little bit, and he was trying to go inside. I little bit tagged him a little bit, and it pushed him inside. Then he spun out, and yeah, it was insane.
Yeah, no, you guys were just gunning back and forth for position. It was pretty awesome to watch, and honestly, a little insane for those last 5 laps. Seeing, I think we had a total of 8 drivers up in front, all waiting to try and snag a first place. It was pretty awesome. But man, what a race! This was not an easy Talladega race in the sense of a lot of pack driving. You guys really didn't pack up too much in the sense of doing straight lines and 2x2. It was. You guys were, trying to make passes left and right. It was pretty intense.
Yeah, the runs happened really fast, and it was just crazy on how fast the runs just sneak up on you, and you're like, oh crap, hey, I'm inside, letting them know and everything like that. And
yeah,
I actually took a chance because fuel was a big issue, and I literally ran out at the white coming to checkered.
Oh,
so
man. Yeah, I was talking to those guys, and that's what they said. He ran out of fuel. But hey, you got it. You would have made it when you came into the checkered, though, I believe.
Yeah, it would have been close. But me and Dan were working together on that final restart.
Mm-hmm.
We realized that first gear restart puts you way out in front, and that's what I was trying to do, is push him out and kind of draft off him to save even more fuel.
Yeah.
So I do want to Dan and Dylan to help me out big time.
Definitely, man. Hey, you can't do it without some friends out in the field. But is there anyone else you wanna shout out right now?
I want to shout out to my family. My son's birthday is the 14th, and I'm the 15th, so it's a good week, good start. So thank you to them, and my mom, my dad that I think are watching, and thank you to them, and woo.
Well, man, it's honestly been a long time coming for you to be in the booth. I know you've been really fighting hard to be up here. A lot of top 10 finishes and really trying to work your way up the field. And this is one of those days. You made it. That's what matters. So, sorry. Hopefully we can get you back up here a little more often. Definitely, Talladega's a rough one, and you survived. So with that being said, man, I hope you have a good night. Go celebrate. And once again, happy birthday to your son and yourself this week. That is definitely a great way to start off the week.
Sir, appreciate you, Moose. Appreciate everything you do.
You got it, man. Appreciate you for being out here, man. Talk to you later. Ladies and gentlemen, our second place finisher, the number 24, Bennett Allen. Bennett, welcome to the booth.
Thank you.
Dude, what I can't put it into words. You got into Nick Nickerson, which is a little probably a little upsetting for yourself, but you came back with a passion, not lifting anymore. You know, it happens. Accidents happen on the track. I'm pretty sure Nick understands that, but you didn't let that get to you at all. You stayed on the pedal and you kept working your way up the field. What was going through your head most of the time? Because you were really like tucked in behind Carl, trying to push up with him.
Well, that last incident with Nick was just me I was trying to pass him on the inside, but I didn't get enough on the inside to pass him. Netco took over and turned him. But the rest of the race, I was just trying to battle back, trying to get back in front. And I got up front, and then I had to pit. So it was like me, Nick, and Carl were lined up or something like that.
Yeah.
And we had the pit, and I got a speeding penalty on pit road.
Oof.
So I had to sit there for 40 seconds. I took 4 tires of fuel. I was like, all right, it's worth it.
Oh, I saw that brake check. It looked like a brake check because I saw you deep brake and then Nick lock up his brakes when you guys went to the pit. Was that when it happened?
Yeah. I mean, I was like 10 over. So, I mean, it was just barely. But, you know, that gave me a huge setback. But luckily, I got back on the track right behind Nick, who took the lead after Carl pitted. And I got past him, and Nick just rode behind me trying to save fuel and all that. And so, you know, I was sitting there, and you know, I just rode, and I just did my best to get as many positions.
Yeah,
and
no, man,
myself in front of Nick.
You looked like a man on a mission tonight, and it definitely paid off. Great driving out there. Way to come back strong. You know, those mishaps happen on the track, whether it's, you know, anyone's fault or not. You always got to keep your head up and just drive like it never happened, and then, you know, deal with it after the race. But you did a great job out there. You definitely deserve second place, man. Yeah, you stayed in strong. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, man.
You got anyone you want to shout out right now?
Yeah, Joker Graphics. Everyone there. You know, I don't have their logo on my car last couple of races, but they're a good group of people. And if you ever want to get a paint scheme, just PM Josh Billiter, and he'll get you a paint scheme.
Definitely agree with you on that, man.
Yeah, and you know what? I have school tomorrow, so I'm tired. I'm ready to go to bed.
All right, I'll let you go to sleep. I hope you have a good night, man, and congratulations.
Thanks, dude. Thanks, Moose.
Ladies and gentlemen, our first place finisher, the number 18, Carl Handwerk.
Heck yeah, baby. Talladega. Whew, I said in the beginning, it's a race of survival, and it definitely seemed like it was.
Yeah, that's one you can check off your bucket list, dude. That was insane.
I hate super speedways just because it's a roll of the dice. You never know. I mean, there really is no fastest car on the track.
No.
You know, everybody pretty much has the same speed, so you're just, you know, dodging and diving and trying to avoid all the carnage, and it doesn't matter if you're up front or in the back. It's scary. So,
yeah.
Woof.
Yeah, no, we saw that happen a couple times. Some drivers shooting off into the apron and then down the infield trying to stay out of an accident. But I think the craziest thing was, you know, you got caught up in a little bit of a mishap in the beginning and then got set back, and you know had to fight your way up the field. Actually, no, it wasn't that. You went in for a pit. And I think what ended up happening is a caution came out and it kept you in the back. That's what happened.
No, yeah. I on that first caution, I came in and hit the pits twice. And pretty much every caution, I hit the pits twice because my goal at the beginning of the race was to essentially lead a lap and then fall back. And that's what played out for me. So I got the 5 bonus points for leading a lap, and then I just kind of fell to the back, and me and Eric were just kind of hanging back there and just watching all the carnage in front of me. And luckily I did, because I probably would have been up there racing with Nick, and he didn't exactly have a Nick Nickerson kind of night. So
no.
So I probably would have got tangled up in that. So I'll take the good strategy working out for once.
Yeah. It happens though, man. He had a really good run and then just got caught up.
Well, I think from talking to him, it sounded like the second incident was a little bit more of a brain fart. He was he was too worried about looking at his fuel gauge and, you know, trying to figure out how he's going to save enough. And I think me and Eric might have been the only cars out there that had a chance to actually make it on on fuel if we went green that whole way, and then
Oh wow.
of course yellow comes out and throws everything back out of whack.
Yeah, it definitely does, especially when you guys are having a green flag pit. We had a good run for that green flag pit, and then I really thought you guys were going to finish, under green, even before Nick made his mistake out there. But it happens, when you guys have to manage everything yourself, fuel, tires. Sometimes you take a second to look away, and you think you're in a comfortable racing position, and then there's a wall, and then slap.
And I hate to see it. I mean, obviously, being out front, seeing the yellow come out, it's great. You won because we don't have the green white checkers in this league. But I hated to see it mainly for Dylan. I mean, I don't know who all got caught up in that wreck. I just seen Dylan go sideways in front of pretty much everybody. And I think he was racing with a little more aggression in this race, knowing that he's got that win under his belt. But I mean, he was driving good. He was driving good, and he was hanging up there for most of the race. A couple little
for it.
Bobbles here and there, but to see him fall back out of the top 10 because of that kind of sucks for him.
Yeah, no, like I said, during the broadcast, I pointed out he's a little wobbly. Him and Bennett were a little wobbly around some of the corners, but other than that, they were fast, man. It was insane. Those kids can haul the mill.
Yeah, absolutely. And I was definitely worried about Bennett there because obviously he was going to go wherever I wasn't, and it didn't matter which way it was, and that's what he had to do. I mean, if I went low, he was going to go high, and there's enough of a side draft with these cars that
you can do it.
It would have basically just been who got the last side draft the best going to the line if it came to the green. So
and we saw him throw that about once or twice.
Oh yeah, I'm relieved I could just get it without having to fight him. It would have been a battle. It would have been a battle.
No doubt about that, man. Well, you had a great run tonight. You worked your way up to the front. You got the extra points that you needed. Do you have anyone you want to shout out and say thank you to?
Yep. Yeah, I want to shout out Joga Graphics as usual for doing another kind of custom paint scheme for this month for breast cancer awareness. So I don't know if anybody's seen out there, but changed everything from red to pink for breast cancer awareness, and we got the the bigger, small, save them all, save the tatas on the back. So
yep, I got both of those for you, so we're all good.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, I know a couple women that have gone through, and it's just like any other cancer, it sucks. So
yeah.
Any way you can help out or show some support or anything like that, whether it's financial or just talking to people, it's more than welcome.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you on that, man. Well, I hope you had a good night. I did as well. I did, and thank you for racing.
As did I.
Dude, you guys had me like stumbling over words when it was the first 20 laps. There's 8 of you guys gunning for like the top 4. I was like battle here. It was like the premier race, but without as many cautions. I was like, and this is happening, and then this is happening, and then this is happening.
Yeah, it's pretty much just putting everybody's name on a dartboard and just start throwing darts. That person's in that position, that person's in that position. Yeah. And,
yeah.
Spin the wheel. Yeah,
exactly. Who's going to get it tonight, ladies and gentlemen?
Yep.
But
that's what's scary as hell about Talladega, because that happens constantly.
Exactly. Well, man, I had a good night tonight. Let's go ahead and end off the broadcast right, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to check out our sponsors for tonight. Once again, thank you, Nick Nickerson, Willie Evernham, and then also Joker Graphics. And then for our broadcast sponsors, Critical Hit Bass Lures and Southern California's Nautilus Media Systems. I hope everyone enjoyed tonight's race. The last race for this week is actually going to be tomorrow night. That's going to be DXR. Don't forget to tune in and check it out. If you like seeing pro trucks hit the road, we're going to be at Laguna Seca. So 14 laps of Laguna.
One more thing. That one's for you, Kelly. Another one for you. Love you, Kevin. Mama.
I love when Kevin wins. And he's like, Mama? Dude, I love that so much. I hope everyone has a good night. Talk to you guys later. Nope,
Sorry,
back.